This could be the episode that decides whether we win our second trophy of the series, or if we're just stuck in and amongst the playoffs. Roll the intro. Welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I am Cultured Leftfoot. It's a pleasure once again to have you with me. We are playing Young PSV, not Edenham, who I said would come back for because they have fallen away from the title run-in. If we look at the competitions, we are second behind Young PSV, so it's interesting. If we win this game, we go top. But it's so close. I mean, look at this. Between 5th and top, there's only 6 points. Young PSV have been scoring for absolute fun in this league. They've gone on what can only be described as a brilliant run recently. Look at this. Win and then draw in the Europa League. That's because I'm looking at the first team. B team, there we go. That run there is incredible. 2-1, 1-0, 2-1, 2-0, 3-1, 1-0, 2-0. And they just lost 2-0. Whereas we come into this game in very good form. So we went through a bit of a bad patch here. After we lost the game, or the games, to Ajax 2-0 and 1-0. We drew 2-2 with Young AZ. Then we lost to FC Eindhoven 1-0, who have brought themselves back into contention for the title. We beat Fortuna Sittard 2-1. Lost to Sparta Rotterdam at home 5-2, which was quite embarrassing. Beat NEC 3-2. Beat Almere 2-0. Beat FC Emmen 2-1. And now we're playing Young PSV and Go Ahead Eagles away from home. And you'll notice right above me that these are two teams in and amongst the title race. So if we win both games, we could be quite clear at the top. Lose both games, we could get overtaken by potentially 4 other teams in the title race. So it's a pretty interesting time to do an episode. And then it's nearly the end of the season. So we'll probably come back for the last game of the season against FC Os, no matter what's happening. But we'll see how it goes. Dynamics-wise, it's all going very well. As you could probably quickly saw there, a lot of very goods are up there. We've got 2 team leaders. They both support us, which is great. Unfortunately, Diemers is leaving, even though he's now just decided to support us as a manager. But if we look at the overview again, very good. There's very forged of extremely strong understanding. There's a strong sense of unity between the players, and the players are very happy with me leading them club. Now, part of the reason why they're very happy with that about that is because if we look at the profile, I have a National A licence. The club gave me the chance to do another coaching course, so we did it. And I've just noticed there, I can request to do another one. So we will ask again. I think I'd like permission to go on a coaching course. It's not got unnoticed. We'd be delighted to grant your request. A bit of advice, always best to ask for a coaching course when the board absolutely love you. They think it's unbelievable what we're doing at the moment. Something we forgot to show with the goal scorers. So in the 2-2, Ter Horst got a double. We beat Fortuna Sittard with an own goal and Van der Herk getting a goal. The 2 goals against Sparta Rotterdam were both from Ter Horst again. NEC, Taylor Crosdale came back with a brace and Ivanov got another. Almere was Ivanov got 2 and FC Emmen Ivanov got another 2. So our strikers are all in pretty good form at the moment. So we'll go into the game without further ado. So this is how we line up. Mouth and Sabbatui is in goal. Stroman, Warren and Knight at the back 3. Janssen and Sarmiento are the wing backs. Chambers and Sevier play in the middle. Charsley sits behind Ivanov and Taylor Crosdale. They line up in a 4-1-2-2-1 with one of the weirdest looking regions I've ever seen in my life. Look at him. Look at that. Can we get a bigger picture? No, we can't. I thought there was a way of getting a bigger picture, but there it is. Look, that's just weird. So weird. Andre van Veldenhoeven looks quite odd, but he's probably got very high potential. We've tweaked the tactic a little bit, so Tyler Warren now is a covering defender, so we let 2 people sort of go and attack the ball and Tyler Warren fills in behind them. And then we've just messed a little bit, if we just go to tactics here, we've messed a little bit with the instructions. There's a few different things on. We've focused down the middle, that's where our best players are. And we're now playing at a slightly higher tempo. We've dropped off attacking back to standard just to lower the intensity a little bit more so that we can get a bit more out of our players later on in the game. Passionately, we'll top the table if we get a win here, so go out there and impress a few people look to switch off or become a little bit nervous, which is a worry in a big game like this. So passionately, I have faith. Everyone loves that. Get out there, get the game underway as Ivanov kicks us off in our blue and white stripes, and it's Resevier out to Taylor Crosdale. Can we get a nice early start? Obviously, Young PSV come into this as favourites, I would suggest, being top of the league, scoring easily the most goals in the division, as we straight away put them under a little bit of pressure. But Bell will get it away, and that's the end of the first highlight. So Straumann has the ball up to Janssen from a free kick. Janssen, he's got a man inside. Chambers, he uses him up to Charsley. Charsley infield to Resevier, up to Ivanov. It just hits him on the heel and falls to the Ajax player. Ajax. Whoa, that's going to offend quite a lot of Dutch people that are watching if they're Ajax or PSV fans. But it's now PSV on the attack. It's got to be a goal, and it is. Bergvin puts it in. We're actually looking at buying him because he's transfer listed. He's one of the more senior players, I think, that's down in the team. And he's transfer listed by PSV Jong or PSV. So we are looking at the possibility of bringing him in to give us another option as a striker / winger going into next season. But it's a very good take, very easy finish for the guy. And with their first shot on goal, it's on target, and it's 1-0 to PSV. A corner for Bergvin to swing it in again. He's already got a goal, and now he's got an assist. It's too easy for them. They're making this very easy, dominating the game. Let's just drop our thing down to counter if they're going to dominate as much as they are here. We're even going to lower the tempo a little bit, sit slightly deeper and play a bit more direct because we just need to counter-attack them. Look at this domination. 4 shots, 4 on target. We've just started to get a bit more possession. But really, we're not in this game. It's the same as when we played them last time, I think. It was just all PSV. Chambers with a long ball forward. Finds Ivanov, who brings it down well into Charsley, but he can't get there. It's a pretty poor pass. And the pass deflects into Bergvin, who gives it away to Resevier. Chambers out to Janssen on the right-hand side. Janssen into Ivanov. Ivanov holds it up well. Back to Janssen, to Charsley. Chambers is in a bit of space in the middle. Resevier's in the middle. Up to Taylor Crosdale. He turns. He's tackled. It's away easily, and here comes Pirro, who's already got a goal for them. Pirro on, well, he's not really going anywhere, but he's kept the ball, which I guess is something you need your striker to do. Rosario comes forward into shoots, and it's over the bar. Mouth of Sebatui looked to be in a little bit of danger there, but we live to fight another day as the ball comes forward, and it's a good tackle. Chambers will pick up the loose ball to Charsley, out to Resevier. Resevier out to Sarmiento. I'm saying him like he's a Frenchman. Resevier, when he's definitely not. Charsley shoots from range just over the bar. Could have slipped in Janssen, but decided not to. And positive, but not enough. I feel it's going to be pretty empty this game. Charsley with a free kick from range again, just over the bar. And you'll notice that Go Ahead Eagles, who we played next, have gone above us. So that's a very interesting game coming up next as well. I'm going to assume they are currently winning. They are beating FC Volendam 1-0. So Volendam have fallen right off. They were top of the league for the first third of the season. As Taylor Crosdale heads it just past the post, I thought it was going to nestle into the corner. Unlucky. We are definitely getting back into this game. We're giving them a bit more of a battle now, which is good. I think in the second half as well, we're not picking up any yellow cards yet. And we're only giving away 5 fouls. So I'm actually going to do it now. Let's, for the end of the first half, and for the start of the second, we're just going to tell the boys to get stuck in and maybe give them a bit of a fight, see if we can scare them a little bit. As a hoofball forward is one in the air by Warren. Crosdale picks it up into Charsley. He's got runners all around him. Back to Crosdale. Crosdale holds it up well with Resevier. Out to Janssen on the right-hand side. What can he do? Early ball in. Crosdale's there. There's the header, and he's put it over. We're creating the chances, just not putting them away. And it looks like it's going to have to be maybe Taylor Crosdale to come off at half time, because they're getting the ball into him and he's getting the chances. He's just not putting it away assertively. Show me something else. Brilliant. I've stressed. Who have I stressed out? Tim Resevier. Is he French? Definitely not French. He's definitely Dutch. How would you pronounce that if you're Dutch? Resevier. Resevier is what he's going to be. That's what I've been calling him for the whole series. That's what we'll leave it as. And luckily, I've managed to change that around a little bit. Right, on the bench, Molokan Boer is a young left-back who we've been playing. Oh, he's going to get another game because Sarmiento's not playing very well. Molokan Boer likes to be a wing-back, which is good, actually. We're going to give Taylor Crosdale a little bit longer after the team talk's gone well. So let's see how he can do as we go into the second half. Teze with a throw-in for PSV. Rosario back to Teze. Back to Rosario again. Acres of space, and he's absolutely belted that pass at Matua Sebaturi in goal. Not much he could do, so we might as well take Taylor Crosdale off now for Johan ter Horst. And we'll go with Ivanov and ter Horst up front. They're probably the two most informed strikers, but Crosdale did get goals in his last game, so deserved his start. But Rosario, look at that. That's someone that's far too good to be playing at this level. Let's have a look at him. Well, he's not. Well, his physicals are very, very good. 23-year-old Dutch. He's wanted by Reading. End of contract. Let's. He doesn't want to move to me. We'll find that a lot of people from PSV, Ajax, Utrecht, well, the Feyenoord young team as well, just don't want to move to us. As Piro's in there, it's headed clear by Malcolm Bayo, and he's got to be offside. He is. Nelson's offside, so that won't count. It's 3-0 still. And let's just whip this back up to attack. We're going to go for attacking. We've got to see if we can get some goals. We don't need to drop deeper anymore. We'll push it up to normal. We'll mix up the passing, so it's up to the guys what they want to do. Still, even with, look, getting stuck in, and we still haven't got any yellow cards. Maybe we need like a dirty midfielder who'll just go around and kick people, like a Joey Barton, but someone that's not as much as a knob. Rosario gets the ball in holding midfield up to Teze. Teze is tackled well by Malcolm Boa, and then, ter Horst has just not really put up a fight for that one. Out to Bergvin on the left-hand side, who's had a good game. Bell, good tackle there by Chambers, but Sevier won't be able to get there. Teze's got an overlap on with Nelson, finds him, puts a ball in, and, come on, boys, he's got this three. Oh, my God, how has that gone in? I swear, my goalkeepers just don't like performing on YouTube for me. They're always cocking up on YouTube. What is he doing here? Nelson with a cross in. It's a decent save from the header, but how has he let Bergvin get there first? Absolutely terrible. 4-0. We might as well get some more fresh legs on. It's not been a day for the strikers, has it? We'll get Van der Herk on as a false 9, because that's what he prefers to do. We'll go from there. I probably should have changed formation by now as well, but well. Knight wins the header, but it only goes to Rosario. Out to Nelson on the right-hand side, who's been given. He's got to be offside as well. Is he offside? He is. That's another offside goal. So at least technically our offside line is doing pretty well at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the analysis. Look, we're very central on right-hand side, and they're very right-hand side orientated. So let's just drop Janssen back here onto a defensive fullback, and we're going to see just for a little bit if we can exploit their left, because that's really where they'll be leaving their space, I think. Does that make sense? If they're attacking up the right, they'd probably leave space behind the right back, actually. Anyway, we're just going to see if that works for a little bit. Out onto the left hand side, try and use Molkenbauer a little bit more in the last 10 minutes or so. Now the interesting news here is that Go Ahead Eagles, wherever they are, can't find them on the screen, but I think they have conceded a goal because they've now gone back to below us in the table. As Warren up to Van der Hulk, up to Resevier to Chambers, into Charsley to Van der Herk again, over the ball looking for ter Horst. It's a terrible pass. Was never really going to make it, and it's a long ball forward down the left hand side, floated over Janssen the right back, and Knight is there to get it away. Lundvik picks it up. Bergvij, what have I said there? I've just made up his name. Bergwin is his name, and Molkenberg wins a good header. Charsley flicks it on, but couldn't quite get it to ter Horst. Teze's gone to be closed down, but Bakakbo's got in behind. There's a header, and at least this one was saved onto the bar. No, he's just put it over. So I was going to give Mouth Sebatui some credit there, but it was unduly credit because he didn't actually save the ball. We whip it into the grass. It comes to Janssen. That's going to be full time. It's a disappointing result. 4-0 against Young PSV, who are, to be fair, now cantering to the league title, which is a little bit unfair. Here he is then, 22-year-old. He does look very good. Is he? He's not. Who's he wanted by then? 2.1 million. We've got nobody in our club that is valued at that. And as you can see, he's wanted by AZ, so he's wanted by another team in the Arrivederci, is what I keep wanting to call it. Eredivisie. Assertively, I'm disappointed you couldn't grab the win. Although we were away, so I'm not going to go at them too. Well, not go at them too hard. I guess I just did. But yeah, Go Ahead Eagles next. We were absolutely destroyed in that game. That wasn't pleasant at all. But they did lose. That means they lost, I think. Did Go Ahead Eagles lose? Oh, they drew 2-2 with Volendam on a very big undefeated run. But a lot of them are draws. So it'll be interesting to see how they do up against the mighty De Graafschap. And we'll be right back for that game. Okay, here we are, and you'll notice we're not playing Go Ahead Eagles. We are playing Telstar 1963. For some unknown reason, the game against Go Ahead Eagles was postponed and has now become the second to last game of the season. But anyway, we line up in our 5 at the back formation, or wing back formation. Rogovin comes in goal after Sebetui conceded 4. Newport comes in to replace Sarmiento at left wing back. Dimas is back in to replace with a Sevier, and Terhorst gets a start instead of Taylor Crossdale. They line up in a 4-2-3-1 that we see absolutely bloody everywhere. So let's get into the game. I'm basically going to passionately say, are we at home? We are at home. Let's give the fans a performance, because my God, we cannot play as badly as we did against PSV. There's a lot more to come. End the team talk, kick off, play, bish bash bosh, let's go. 4-2-3-1. It is quite a common formation in this Football Manager, it seems, as there's a long ball forward and Tyler Warren does his job of covering up. And they've got 2 injuries already and a 3rd injury on the bench. Rody De Boer has been someone that our scouts are desperate for me to sign, if it will let me click on him, as a goalkeeper. It appears they think our weakest position is goalkeeper, so it's somewhere we are going to look out for in the off-season, in the summer, and see what we can do with it, because Rogovin and, not Taylor Crossdale, and Mouth Sebetui are both sort of, you know, seen as backup goalkeepers. So if we can find one who's a standout good first choice goalkeeper, then my God, we'll try and buy him. Well, absolutely nothing is happening in this game, so we're going to close down a little bit more as well. We'll get into them a little bit, and not really much else I want to do at the moment. We'll just go and close them down a little bit more. Why not? We'll just get in their faces. They are Johan Terhorst has got an injury, so Taylor Crossdale's banishment from the squad isn't going to last very long at all. So he's going to come in up front, and hopefully he can get us a goal and prove. Oh, and they've taken their goalkeeper off and brought on their sub goalkeeper, who is injured, which is very interesting. I wonder if Terhorst injured their goalkeeper or vice versa at the same time. Okay, we finally have a highlight 40 minutes into the game, and they've pushed quite a lot of men forward. And Bilge swings it into the back post. It's sort of headed clear. Asmunderson brings it down to Arts. Arts, can we get a tackle in and start a counter-attack? He's put under good pressure. Martina's there to help him out with his ginger mohawk. Up to Bilge. Bilge back to Martina. Arts is there again. They're keeping the ball quite well, but it only takes us one little tackle and a nick to get it off him and counter-attack. Strollman with a good tackle. Crossdale, well, doesn't win the header, but it falls to Hamadoui on the left-hand side, who's got a bit of a knock. Out to the left to Dostillo. This has got goal written all over it from a long cross in. It's a good tackle, but it falls to Hamadoui. Cross in. There's a header. Newport gets it away. Back to Hamadoui. There's a header. Bilge is there, and it's a goal, because that was obviously going to happen. Absolutely shocking. Right, we're going to go attacking. We're at home. Let's go and fucking win this game. I'm so pissed off at the moment. Literally, we just needed 1 win to get into 2nd, and now we're back down to 6th. Incredible. Right, well, they're getting an absolute bollocking now. We're into half-time. Aggressive. Where the bloody hell's your passion? Do you even want to go and win this game? Fire them up a little bit. Get them out there. Not even had a shot on target, and we're at home. Janssen comes forward on the right-hand side. What can we do with it? Long ball forward, and it's crap. Martina heads it away to Hamadoui. Hamadoui all the way back, and we need something to happen in this game. Strollman has taken a knock, which means we can change to a different formation. We're going 4-3-3. Strollman will be replaced by Warren. Ivanov will play as the target man on support. Crossdale one side, Van der Herk on the other. And that, my friends, is what we're going to do. Chambers will sit as actually, Dimas will sit as that. And there we go. Charsley on the right. Chambers on the left. Dimas in the middle. 4-3-3. Hopefully we're on attacking, because we need to go and get into goal. Attacking flexibles. Do we want to hit early crosses? I'm not fussed about hitting early crosses. I'm not fussed about doing any of that, to be honest. As long as we whip those crosses in, because we all know that Football Manager loves a whipped cross. So, Bilge comes forward into Asmundsen. Dimas intercepts well, finds Ivanov. Good flick on. Van der Herk, he's in behind the defence. He's just really slow, and that's a terrible, terrible shot. It's a proper heads-in-hand moment, as you could tell, because that's exactly what I did. But Harry Charsley's not getting into this game. Harry Charsley is going to be replaced by Tom Dyson or Topolov. He's going to be replaced by Topolov, actually. Let's get Topolov involved in the game. See what he can do. As Osman looks to come forward. Arts with it to Asmundsen. Good tackle from Chambers. Long ball forward, and it's gone over the top. Ivanov's through one-on-one. He loves a one-on-one. He loves it. He's missed. Again. What are we doing? Absolutely shocking. 0 shots on target. 0. That's embarrassing. Janssen to Diemers. Long ball forward. No one's there. And Van der Linden has it. Asmundsen for Telstar. Platch. Warren with a good interception. Up to Ivanov. Ivanov. Van der Herk. Van der Herk. Ivanov's in a bit of space. He's gone looking for Taylor Crosdale on the left-hand side. But it was a poor pass. Asmundsen has just given it to Taylor Crosdale. Ivanov. Van der Herk. Come on. Yes, he sticks it in. 1-1. We're back in the game. First shot on target and a goal. Finally, a shot on target. We've actually tested their backup goalkeeper, who is injured. Finally, Martinez there. Asmundsen with an absolutely terrible pass. Straight to Taylor Crosdale. Flicks it into Ivanov. Round the corner to Van der Herk. And Van der Herk goes in a goal. Puts it into the top corner. 1-1. And that is just relief. Absolute relief. Because if we look, it keeps us in the race for second place. I mean, Young PSV are going to win the league. There's not much more you can do about that. As Martina will take the throw-in up to Platej, and his cross is blocked by Diemers, who gets onto the loose ball as well. To Rogovin. Rogovin, hoof upfield that finds nobody. Dilostillo's ball is intercepted to Ivanov. We've got a counter on it. It's 3-on-3. Now it's 3-on-5. But Taylor Crosdale, ball across, looking for Ivanov with the header. Van der Herk's there, and it's 2-1 with 10 minutes to go. Van der Herk has made a difference since coming on. He has been moaning about first-team football. He's finally getting some... Or he's not even getting first-team football. He's getting game time from the... Well, to be fair, he's got quite a lot of first-team football this year. But Taylor Crosdale put a cross in. Ivanov was beaten in the air, I think. And then, no, it's actually saying Ivanov got the assist. So what a good header that was from Dimitri Ivanov. Van der Herk's there to stick it in. 2 shots on target. 2 goals. It's not very nice to watch, but it sure is working. As Van der Herk will pick this up and then shoot the crowd shade. Chambers to Knight. Knight to Taylor Crosdale. Crosdale looking for Topolov, but it's a poor pass and it's a hoof clearance as Janssen picks it up. Still 5 minutes to go in the game. Janssen up the line looking for Van der Herk. Van der Herk gets there. Crosses. Oh, it makes the keeper flap at it. Crosdale back across. Ivanov. Good save from Roos in goal for Telstar. And this is much better since we've gone to 4-3-3. It is a go-to formation for attacking football. But finally, we've had a shot on target where we haven't scored. But we have another corner in injury time. Looking for Knight and Roos again. With an easy catch, and the commentary said it should have been a goal. How did he miss? But hopefully that's not a long injury to Ter Horst, because he's actually been pretty crucial to us this year. Chambers up to Van der Herk into Ivanov. Ivanov just holds onto the ball, but is tackled by Van Iperen. There's the full-time whistle. We get the win, which was bloody hard for. We make hard work of it, don't we? We're making hard work of this for ourselves. Talk to the team, are passionate. Good comeback. Well done, everybody. Newport absolutely shattered by it. If we look, where is Van der Herk? There he is. He has made 15 appearances, 8 as a sub this season. So we're back up into 4th, which is good. We're still only 2 points behind Young Utrecht, and we have a game in hand with them against Go Ahead Eagles, which will be coming up towards the end of the season. I think if Young PSV and Young Utrecht finish the top 2, maybe there's someone out there about Dutch football who'll know this. Young PSV and Young Utrecht finish top 2. Does that mean 3rd and 4th then go up automatically and everybody else goes into the playoffs? Because obviously neither of those can get promoted. I'm just interested why the Green Line... Obviously the Green Line stays there as champions, but they can't go into the top division. So surely the next... Maybe it will just say it in the rules. That would be the cleverer place to look, wouldn't it? Overview, rules. Promotion. Top team wins promotion to Eredivisie. B teams are not allowed to be promoted. 8 teams qualify for the playoffs. Teams play 2nd to 7th. So you have to. So that's what that green line is then. So they're winning it, but the green line drops to NEC, which means we then go into the playoffs. So we've actually got, at the moment, we've got to finish 3rd to get a direct playoff. Oh, we've secured a playoff spot, which is very good. Johan Ter is 5 weeks to 2 months. That could be a big loss. Van der Herk shines as he comes on as a sub. Superb in front of goal. Well done. Well done. Right, we're going to end the episode there. We're going to be back for the last 2 games of the season against Go Ahead Eagles and Dordrecht, I think it was. I'll just quickly check off screen that you can't see. No, Go Ahead Eagles and FC Os are the last 2 games of the season. That's what we'll be back for. There wasn't a question today, but leave a comment and let me know where you think we need to improve in the summer, because it's going to be a lot of transfers, I feel, this summer. Especially as I think we're going to stay. I think we're going to stay at the Graafschap and see how it goes. 'Cause I'm actually really enjoying the game here and playing with them. I think it's quite a good little bit of the series at the moment. So thank you very much for watching. I'll chat to you all very, very soon. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.